Hey guys, today we come again with the topic of the importance of changing the pot. In this video, we will tell you when and why we should change our pots and how we can do this. Let's go! Organic matter in the soil has a limited source for the survival of plant life. These food sources are limited in the pot and the plants absorb these nutrients. Also, watering the house flowers cause this substance to move to the bottom of the pot and in some way cause these nutrients to be washed away and lost. Changing the pot will restock these reserves of organic matter to feed the plants and create enough space for them to grow, but you don't need to change your pot frequently. How do we know that our plants need to change the pot? Number 1. Look under your pot. If there aren't many roots at the bottom of the pot, there is no need to change the pot. Otherwise, it is better to change the pot of your plant so that the plant grows better. Number 2. The roots are sticking out of the pot holes. Number 3. When your soil is dry and lacks freshness, this means that there aren't nutrients necessary for plants' growth. And the number 4, it has been a long time since you changed the plant pot. There is important points about changing the plant pot that you should follow. You can change houseplant in any season. If you're transferring the plant from the garden to the pot, the best time to planting the plant from the garden to the pot is winter. When you want to planting a plant from a pot in the garden, you need to consider watering. So it is better to move this plant to the garden in summer. In the hot season, watering is done easily, and by watering it is ensured that the plant gets the amount of water it needs. Otherwise, if the plant doesn't receive enough water, it will easily dry out. Before changing the pot, water the pot a little. Watering before changing the pot helps to keep the soil around the roots firm and the roots don't draw air when they move. After watering the pot, wait at least 1 hour until the water settles completely and then change the pot. But let's go to change the home pots. Taking the plant out of the pot to change its habitat is the most sensitive part of this process, especially if you want to take the plant out of the pot and plant it in a new pot. Its sensitivity will increase. The plant should be removed from the pot very carefully so that the color of the plant, which is the place where the plant is connected to the soil, doesn't fall apart. If this happens, the plant will adapt to new environment with harsher conditions. Correct way to change the pot step by step. First, fill the pot with new soil. Don't use garden soil as a substrate for houseplant. Garden soil contains earthworms, insects, fungal diseases, and pests. And since houseplants aren't adapted to the outdoor condition, they die with the slightest stress and disease. If you haven't seen our soil composition video, be sure to watch it. Turn the pot upside down and streak it slowly. When changing the pot, the soil around the roots must be preserved. For this purpose, slowly turn the pot upside down and streak the edge of the pot on the ground so that the plant is separated from the pot with the soil around it. Third, untangle the roots. Some plants have been so small in the pot that the root shape is deformed. At this time, separate the roots with your hand or a sharp knife and then plant it. Fourth, place the plant exactly in the middle of the pot. First, pour some soil to raise the surface of the pot, and after placing the plant in the middle, fill around it with new soil. Fifth, water the plant after planting. After changing the pot, water the plant until it comes out of the hole in the bottom of the pot. Please note that this is only for the first time after changing the pot, and you shouldn't water this much in the next series. 6. Avoid exposing the plant to direct sunlight. After changing the pot, place the plant in the shade for 2 or 3 days. After a few days, move the pot to the place with indirect light. And finally, The exact time to change the pot. You can change the pot in any season of the year, indoors or in a warm indoor environment. Spring is the best time to change the pot because of the beginning of the growing season. Replace the pot with new soil once a year.